Shali Siddhappa and welcome to my channel Complementary Economics, and today's concept market demand schedule and curve. Before understanding what is market demand, you have to understand what is individual demand and what are the determinants of demand. To understand this, please watch my previous videos of it. Let's talk about market demand now. The market demand is nothing but one particular good is demanded by so many people in the market, isn't it? For an example, if I'm going to demand one particular pen, the same way so many people are going to demand that pen. If you're going to combine everybody's demand, how many goods they're going to demand, what is the quantity they are demanding in the different prices, if you're going to calculate that, that will be called as market demand. Previous videos of mine, we have studied the law of demand. In that, we just read about one individual consumer, how he is going to react when price is going to change. That's called the law of demand. But right now in this video, again we're going to talk about price and demand, but right now not the individual consumer, every consumer, the all over consumer, the who is going to demand this particular good, what exactly the demand of them when price changes and how their quantity is also going to change. If we measure that, if we calculate that, that's called market demand. So that's the reason why we say any market demand can be nothing but it's a per time, one particular time they're going to divide in a different prices, and all the consumers who exist in the market for the one particular good, how much good they are demanding when price changes in one particular time. If we measure, that's called market demand. How are we going to measure that? To what exactly the market demand schedule is all about. So in this one, we're going to add up what? Add up all the consumers. Buyers are nothing but the consumers. All the consumers, how they're going to react when price changes, we're going to add everybody's demand. Then how much quantities they're going to demand, different consumers. One, for an example, now I'm demanding 15 pens. Another consumer, the same pen, he is demanding only 10. So our demand different for the prices. So this way different consumers will be exist in a different quantity they're going to demand. So if we measure that through numbers, if we exhibit that through with the example of a table, that's called market demand schedule. So to analyze this market demand, we have taken only two consumers, two buyers. The first consumer name is A and the second buyer consumer name is B. We have one good, that good name is X. The good name will be called as X, and definitely prices are going to vary by keeping all the other things constant, ceteris paribus says. So in that says all the other determinants like price of related goods, consumer taste and preferences, consumer income, the population size, everything other thing remained constant. Only the relationship between the price and demand of all the consumers, if we calculate, that's called market demand. Here you have one of a table. This table is called as market demand schedule. Why it is called as a schedule? Because market demand is explained through a numbers with the help of table. That's the reason why it is called market demand schedule. In this, you have the X good and you have good A and good B, and this is nothing but the market demand. First of all, let's see when the price is 0, how much A is going to demand. Being a consumer A, he is demanding 3. That means price is 0. He is not paying anything. He is demanding 3. On the other side, you can see the different quantity demanded by B. He is demanding only 2 units when the price is 2. 3 plus 2. When you are going to add this, you will get the market demand. That means the total demand what we have, the total market demand what we got when the price is 0, that is 5. 3 plus 2. The next, when price increases, automatically the demand of consumers are going to decrease. It's quite natural. The law of demand explains the same thing. We'll go with the same law. When price increased to 10 instead of 0, now you have to pay 10. Now you can see consumer is willing to demand only 2. Can you see? 3 to 2 demand got decreased. And now consumer B yeah, buyer B is ready to demand only 1. Again it got decreased. So now 2 plus 1, it will be 3. When price again continued to increase, now A is demanding only 1 unit and B is really not willing to buy anything because he thinks 20 rupees for him it is too costlier. He is not willing to purchase anything. So 1 plus 0, it will be 1. On the last case, when the price increased to 30, it's too much. So in this case, A is also now discontinued with the demand. He don't want to consume anything, so his demand remains to 0, and B continued to remain in a 0 because he is already gave up. When price is only 20 rupees, that time only he gave up. Right now he don't want to purchase anything. So 0 plus 0, it will be 0 demand, market demand. So to take it total demand, total market demand, what you have to do is, how many consumers you have to add everybody's demand. So then you're going to get the total market demand. So right now we have taken example of only 2 consumers, but in practical you will be not having only 2 consumers, you will be having 100,000 crores of consumers in the market who is going to demand your good. If you're going to add everybody's demand, then you will get the market demand in practical. So now to explain the same thing, you have the demand curve. The demand curve, what you have to explain the market demand curve. So you have 2 consumers again, consumer A and the consumer B. We've already discussed about consumer A and the consumer B. You keep comparing with the table which I've just explained in the last slide of mine. So MD is nothing but the market demand. So now when the price is 0, consumer A is demanding 3. When price increased to 10, he is demanding 2. Can you see? Now, when the price is 20, he is willing to demand only 1 good. When price is 30, he is demanding 0. In this way, this will become the market consumer A linear demand curve. It's an individual, only consumers A. On the other case, you have consumer B. Consumer B, when the price is 0, he is ready to purchase 2 units. When price increased to 10, he is willing to purchase 1 good. So you can see this. When price increases to 20, he is not purchasing anything, so he is 0. When price is 30, he is not going to purchase anything. So now this will become a demand curve of the B. If you are going to add A plus B, both the consumers, then it will become MD, which is the market demand. MD is equal to A plus B. A is consumer A, consumer B. If you are going to add, you will get the market demand. So now we'll see. When the price is 0, he is demanding 3 and he is demanding 2. So it will become 5. When the price is 0, they are demanding 0. When price increased to 10 rupees, he is demanding 2 here. He is demanding 2 and he is demanding 1. So it will become 3. Can you see? When price is 10, demand will be 3. 2 plus 1, it will become 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. When price increases to 20, can you see here? When price is 20, he is demanding only 1. And when price is 20, he is demanding 0. So 1 plus 0, it will be 1. So now you are going to get this curve. So through this, we got the demand curve like this. So this will be called as market demand, where you are going to add 2 linear demand curves. Linear demand curve of A, consumer A, linear demand curve of B. If you are going to add both the people, you will get the market people. This is the way how you are going to get. In the x-axis, if you have good X, y-axis you have price of the commodity. So this is the way how we are going to construct a curve for market demand. So after this, you have to talk about how exactly you are going to explain the market demand with the help of the algebra. So you can talk about here the explanation. Q is equal to A minus BP. It is the linear equation for the demand function. A can be considered as a vertical intercept and B is called as a slope. That means the slope is negative. Negative is nothing but it is coming towards a downside straight line. Why it is coming towards a downside straight line? The simple reason because of this is the relationship between the two variables, which is price and the demand, they both moves in the opposite direction. You must have seen in the schedule, if the price is increasing, demand of consumer A and consumer B, it is coming down. So that means the relationship between the price and demand, it is negative. To understand this negative and the positive, you have to see 3-4 videos of mine of this particular chapter. So I've discussed already why any topic can be, any relationship can be, why it will be positive and negative. So in this case, the slope is coming towards downside. It's a negative relationship. Why it is negative relationship? Because both the variables are moving in opposite direction. Slope is nothing but whether it is coming towards the downside or upward, it's shown by the slope B. So now just go with the equation of a demand. Q is, it's a function of the demand where Q is equal to 100 minus 2P, that can be explained by P is equal to A by B minus Q by B. P is equal to 50 minus Q by 2. So this is a way finally the demand function can be established. So I hope you have understood exactly what is market demand is all about. So thank you so much, and please keep watching my videos. If you really liking my videos, please do subscribe and share and like. Thank you so much.